the silence that feels like nothing, but changes everything. There are moments in life when everything becomes still. No noise, no progress, no signs, just silence. And if you're honest, those are the moments that scare you the most, because you start asking yourself, did God forget me? Why is nothing happening? Am I stuck forever like this? But what if I told you, this silence is not emptiness, it's construction. Yes, while you're sitting there, confused, tired, maybe even broken, God is rewriting your family's destiny. Let's understand something powerful. Every family carries patterns. Some are visible, most are invisible. Poverty that repeats every generation, broken relationships that never heal, fear that passes from parent to child, dreams that always seem too big to achieve. This is not coincidence. Psychologists call it generational conditioning. The Bible calls it generational patterns. But here's the truth most people never realize. Patterns can be broken, and not by noise, not by force, but in stillness. Look at nature. A seed doesn't grow in chaos. It grows in silence, underground, unseen. No applause, no validation, no audience. Yet inside that darkness, something powerful is happening. Roots are forming, strength is building, a new life is preparing to break through. And right now, you are in that soil. It feels like darkness. It feels like nothing is happening. But deep inside your life, God is restructuring things that your eyes cannot see yet. Let me tell you something most motivational speakers won't say. Growth is not loud. Transformation is quiet. We celebrate the success, but we ignore the silence that created it. Think about this. Before a breakthrough, there is always a breakdown. Before clarity, confusion. Before elevation, isolation. And maybe that's exactly where you are right now. You've been isolated. People left. Opportunities slowed down. Things stopped making sense. And you thought it was punishment. But what if it's protection? Because sometimes God removes noise so you can hear direction. He slows things down so you don't run into the wrong future. He isolates you so you don't inherit the same destiny as everyone before you. Yes, read that again. You are not here to repeat your family's story. You are here to rewrite it. But rewriting a destiny requires a pause, because you cannot build a new life with a distracted mind. Let's go deeper. Have you ever noticed the biggest changes in your life didn't happen when everything was going right? They happened when everything stopped, when you had no option but to sit, think, reflect. That's not weakness. That's alignment. Science even proves this. Your brain, during moments of stillness, enters something called the default mode network, DMN. This is when your identity reshapes your future vision, forms your deeper thoughts, connect. In simple words, stillness rewires your destiny. So while you think nothing is happening, everything is happening. God is breaking patterns you didn't even know you had. Limiting beliefs, fear of success, fear of failure, emotional wounds inherited from your past. All of it being rewritten. But here's the hard truth. This process is uncomfortable because letting go of an old identity feels like losing yourself. That's why you feel lost right now. Not because you're failing, but because you're transforming. And transformation always feels like confusion before it feels like clarity. So instead of asking, why is nothing happening? Start asking, what is God preparing me for? Because something is coming. Not small, not ordinary, something generational. The kind of breakthrough that doesn't just change your life, but changes your entire bloodline. And it starts in stillness. The breaking of generational cycles. Why you were chosen. Let's get real for a moment. Not everyone in a family is chosen to change it. Some people are born to maintain the pattern, but a few, a very few, are born to break it. And if your life has felt harder than others, if you've felt like you don't belong, if you've questioned why your path is so different, this might be the reason. Because cycle breakers don't live normal lives. They feel more, they struggle deeper, they think differently, and most importantly, they cannot settle. You've probably noticed this about yourself. You try to fit in, but something inside you resists. You try to accept normal, but it doesn't feel right. You try to ignore your dreams, but they keep coming back. That's not confusion, that's calling. Let's understand what's really happening. Every family operates on an invisible script, a script that says, this is how far we go. This is what we earn. This is what we deserve. And without realizing it, people follow it, generation after generation. But then, someone comes along and questions everything. That someone is you. You are the one who sees more, wants more, feels there must be more. And that's exactly why your journey feels heavier. Because you're not just living for yourself, you're rewriting a legacy. Let me explain this in a powerful way. Imagine your family's life like a chain. Each generation adds another link. Some links are strong, some are broken, some are heavy, but the chain keeps going until one person decides, this stops with me. That decision is not easy because breaking a chain means facing resistance, walking alone, being misunderstood. People might say, you've changed. You think you're better? Why are you doing all this? But what they don't understand is, you're not trying to be different. You're trying to be free. And freedom always looks strange to those who are used to limitation. Let's talk about something deep. Many of the struggles you face today didn't start with you. The fear, the doubt, the financial struggle, the emotional wounds. They've been passed down, silently, subconsciously. Science calls this epigenetics. It shows that trauma and behavior patterns can actually pass from one generation to another. That means you're not just fighting your problems, you're fighting inherited patterns. And that's why it feels so heavy sometimes, because the battle isn't just yours. But here's the powerful truth. If it was passed down, it can be stopped with you. Yes, you are the interruption, the disruption, the reset. But here's where most people give up. They expect change to feel good. They expect growth to feel exciting. They expect transformation to be smooth. But in reality, breaking cycles feels like breaking yourself, because you have to unlearn what you were taught, walk away from what feels familiar, choose differently again and again. And that's exhausting. There will be days when you feel like quitting, days when going back to your old life feels easier, days when you question everything. But those are the exact moments that define your destiny, because every time you choose growth over comfort, you weaken the old pattern. And every time you refuse to repeat the past, you strengthen your future. Let's make this real. Maybe in your family, no one ever built wealth. No one ever followed their passion. No one ever healed emotionally. And now, you're trying to do all three. Of course it feels hard. You're doing what no one before you did. You're creating a new path without a map. But here's what you need to remember. Just because it's new doesn't mean it's wrong. In fact, it means you're leading. And leaders always walk alone first, but not forever. Because once you succeed, once you break through, once you create a new standard, others will follow. Your success will become permission for others. Your healing will inspire others to heal. Your courage will give others strength. That's how generational change happens. Not in crowds, not in comfort, but through one person who refused to stay the same. And that person is you. So if you've been feeling tired, overwhelmed, confused, don't see it as failure. See it as evidence. Evidence that something bigger is happening. Evidence that a shift is taking place. Evidence that God is working through you, even when you don't see it, even when you don't feel it, even when it makes no sense. Because remember, while you're still, while you're waiting, while you're questioning everything, God is rewriting your family's destiny through you. And soon, very soon, you'll understand why everything had to happen this way. The moment everything changes, your breakthrough was never random. There's a moment in every transformation that doesn't look dramatic at first. No loud noise, no big announcement, no sudden miracle falling from the sky. Just a quiet shift inside you. A moment where you think differently, you see things differently, you respond differently. And that's when everything begins to change. Because real breakthrough doesn't start outside, it starts within. You've been waiting for a sign, a message, a confirmation, something to tell you, now it's your time. But what if this is that moment? What if all this silence, all this confusion, all this waiting was never a delay? It was preparation. Because think about it. If everything you prayed for came early, would you be ready to handle it? Would you have the mindset, the discipline, the emotional strength, or would it break you? That's why God doesn't just give blessings. He prepares the person first. And that's exactly what has been happening in your life. Every delay built your patience. Every rejection built your strength. Every lonely night built your connection with yourself. Nothing was wasted. Even the pain had a purpose. Let that sink in. Nothing you went through was meaningless. It was all shaping you for something bigger than you imagined, because your life was never meant to be ordinary. You weren't created to just survive. You were created to transform, not just your situation, but your entire bloodline. And now, you're closer than you think. This is the part most people don't understand. Breakthrough doesn't come when things get easier. It comes when you become stronger. And you have changed. Even if you don't fully see it yet. You don't think the same way anymore. You don't tolerate the same things anymore. You don't dream small anymore. That's growth. That's evolution. That's alignment. And alignment attracts opportunity. Soon, you'll notice doors opening, ideas coming, people entering your life, not randomly, but strategically. Because when you change internally, your external world rearranges itself. That's not motivation. That's reality. Your energy shifts, your decisions improve, your focus sharpens, and suddenly, life starts responding differently. But here's the most powerful part. This breakthrough is not just about you. It's about your family. The struggles they faced, you're ending them. The limits they believed in, you're breaking them. The life they couldn't live, you're creating it. That's why this journey has been so intense. Because you're carrying more than your own dreams. You're carrying generations. And now, it's about to pay off. One day, not far from now, you'll look back at this moment, the confusion, the silence, the waiting, and you'll realize this was the turning point. This was the moment everything started shifting. And the best part, it won't just change your life. It will change how your family thinks, how they live, how they believe. Because of you, the story changes. Because of you, the pattern breaks. Because of you, a new legacy begins. So don't rush this process. Don't doubt this phase. Don't underestimate this silence. Because while you were feeling stuck, God was setting everything in motion. And now, it's your time to step into it. Not with fear, but with certainty. Not with doubt, but with belief. Because you didn't come this far to stay the same. You came this far to become the person who changes everything. And that person is already within you. So take a deep breath, stand still for a moment, and realize you are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are not stuck. You are in the middle of a divine rewrite, and your next chapter will prove it. Final line. While you were waiting, God was working. While you were still, your destiny was being rewritten.